I heard that one of those NBA games like stopped making NBA games several years ago.
Yeah, live. Yeah,
I had no idea about
they
that.
made like live 10, and then they stopped after that. And then they came back in like 2014 for another one, but it was just so shitty. It's still kind of shitty compared to what 2K is.
Is 2K EA or 2K
No,
games?
it's 2K games, or it's 2K games.
What was live EA?
Yeah, live is EA. Yes.
I'm surprised that they don't have a basketball. That's weird.
I didn't even buy fucking Madden. Madden sucks.
Yeah, I keep watching. Like I'll catch clips
The
of it
only
here
thing
and
I even
there.
considered of
So bad.
buying from them is FIFA.
Oh, get
Like,
FIFA.
I miss
It's
playing
good.
FIFA.
The new one's about to come
I
out.
used to have it every year. I used to get it every year on Xbox. Yeah, I'm waiting at least. I have to wait for Madden because for me to buy another Madden, they need to change the physics engine. All they did for this new Madden was switch the graphic engine over to the game engine over to Frostbite, but it still had the same physics engine. So, although yeah, the graphics look better, the game itself, when you're playing it and it's going full speed, looks exactly the same as last year's. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing, it doesn't look anything different. It's literally last year's game with a little bit of a graphical upgrade. That's
Yep.
literally all it is.
What a great
And
way
I,
to make
I
money.
can't stand that. Right? Yeah, it's a roster update with a little bit of a, what do you call that? Graphical upgrade. There you guys go, 60 bucks.
I should not have jumped out here.
Granted, they have said that this game is specifically made for the Xbox One X, the new one, and the Xbox that's coming out. They're saying that that's like what it's meant to be played on, but still, it's the same thing I was saying, that it's that physics engine, how collisions look, how like all that kind of stuff,
Hmm.
how the guys look when they're running. Like it's just there's so much that pisses me off. Not only that, the game is just not balanced at all. It's so offensive heavy right now. It's like defense just, you just torch defenses. Like you watch any pro game, it's like 45 to 38 the final score. Like it's just that high of a score all the time.
Hmm.
Because there's no incentive on good defense because they don't, because one thing I hate is everybody keeps talking how they every year they want to see Madden improve on the realism. They can never get as real, like no sports game. The only one I've seen that's close is FIFA with human error. That's the one thing they can't account for, is human error. Because how
Yeah.
many times have you seen, even in soccer or American football, people just completely forget about what their assignment was and they completely fuck up and a guy's left wide open, or like a defender's not watching and the guy, a striker streaks down the middle of the field and gets a nice through ball. Like,
Yeah.
you can kind of do that on FIFA, which I like you can have a guy go and you can send a nice through ball through, but on Madden, it's all computers. They're just computers. That's all you're playing against. So it's like you call a play and there's no way that they're gonna mess up to the point where, hey, one out of, like, I would say in football, 1 out of 10 times a team is gonna completely blow a coverage, and you see it a lot where a guy is wide open, nobody around him, and you throw it and it's a touchdown. You don't get that in Madden. You have to manipulate them completely to
Hmm.
be able to get something. Like, you have to force them based on their assignment to go one way to make an opening for yourself. You can't just, there's nothing, no human error involved. Not only that, I see it in football. A guy be within inches of a dude, but because of how quick he is or the way he moved, the guy completely missed the tackle. Madden, you do that, they warp to you and they tackle you still. Like, you can't, except for this year, they made juking really freaking strong. So you hit a juke move, you can even juke into the guy. He's still getting his ankles broken and falling on the ground. Like,
Reminds
you
me of
could juke
Madden
literally
07.
into his body. Yeah, it's completely horseshit. It's like, how many guys are actually gonna do a successful spinning into the defender? How many defenders are actually gonna get faked out by that in real life? But that's what happens. You spin. If you do it right, You can spin right into their arms, but they're gonna fall over on the ground, and you go right by them. And you can't. You have nothing about it. Your guy just falls into an animation, and you can't do anything about it. It's one of the things I absolutely hate about Madden. That's why I like FIFA, because you're not tied to animations as hard as Madden.
Yeah.
That's another reason I like 2K. Except for last year. Last year was the worst 2K of all time. It was bad. Like, they got some pretty bad heat about that game, and they even apologized for it, because
Yeah,
it
which
was that
Battlefield
shit.
do you play?
He plays Battlefield 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one with helicopters.
Why?
No, I'm just saying, like, I was about to buy a game. And they're cheap right now.
How much?
Battlefield 4 and Hardline are $20.
I love Hardline.
I hated it. I thought it was. Oh.
I liked it for
Don't even
a
get me
couple
started.
game modes, that's why. One was Blood Money. The one where you went and you try to steal money from a cache, bring it back to your vault, and then the cops have to try to steal it from your vault and bring it back to their cache. That was a really fun game mode. VIP is a really fun game mode. It's basically search and destroy, but on the police side, one guy is randomly chosen to become the VIP, and you get this really, really strong golden desert eagle, but your character model also changes to like a drug lord. And your objective is to get him from one side of the map to the other, to 3 different locations, and they're escort locations. Like, if you get him to that spot, if he can get there, you guys win the round, or if you kill all of the assassins, you win. The other team, obviously, their whole job is just to assassinate that VIP, so if they don't kill any of the cops and only the VIP, they win the round. So I loved being the sniper that would just set up in a perch and catch the VIP peeking his head out and just snipe his head off. That was my favorite thing to do. Then the other one was Hostage. I really liked Hostage, because there was 2 hostages, and you didn't have to save both, you only had to save one. So you just run in and grab one and you run it out to the safety. Or you kill all of the defenders. Because that was the reason I liked the game. They didn't try to make it a military style game. They really went for the cops and robber type feel, and that's what I liked about it. They didn't try to make it like an actual war game like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. It would have been weird if it was like a war setting, in my opinion.
Need for Speed's only $7.99 right now.
Let's see what you're looking at. I mean, I'm getting a pretty good deal, I guess, with Destiny 2.
Hey, Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh, the deluxe founder pack for Fortnite is on sale right now, $15 off.
What? How much is it?
$45. Usually.
I thought that was the one that fit. Wow. Yeah, I definitely
That's
wouldn't pay
the
that much
deluxe
money.
founders pack. You get like everything. I would probably buy Mafia 3 if I had that money to do it. The standard edition is $30 right now for Fortnite from $40.
I got the one that was like 20 some dollars.
The standard edition is only $30. It's $30 right now, and that's on sale. And I do believe standard is standard. Oh, never mind. I would totally get Titanfall 2 for $12. Let me see here. Metro Last Light, that's such a good game. Those Metro games are really good. Now it's getting into weird games that I never even heard of. There's... Oh no, that's a dynamic theme. That'd be cool. I want that though. Like... Oh man, you know, Greg, have you seen that they're starting to sell TVs, buy 4K TVs for like $450 now?
The one I got is 4K. Like, to be honest, finding a 1080 one was tough, and it was only what, maybe $100 less than a
Less.
4K.
Yeah,
So it's like,
exactly.
even though you're not getting the best 4K
Wait, you have
TV,
a
like
4K TV, so you could just upgrade to a PS4 Pro. It won't even hurt you.
yeah, not yet.
I'm just saying, like you already have the biggest part to actually getting a PS. Honestly.
If this Anthem game is good, maybe.
Oh God. Well, that's wait. Is that? Yeah, yeah. It is coming out for
Anthem's
PlayStation.
supposed to be fucking nasty.
Yeah, that
I can't
game
wait for
looks
that game.
really fun.
I can't
It
wait
does.
for fucking Lawbreakers.
Well, it's already out.
I mean, for it to go on sale. I don't buy
It's only
games.
$30.
Is it really?
Yeah, for the just the standard edition, it's like
It
$29
needs to go
for
down to like
Lawbreakers.
15.
It needs to go down to 15. He says.
I feel like, last time I spent a lot of money on a game was Diablo. That's just because I bought all the expansions and shit for it.
Oh yeah.
Is that somebody? It
Let's
looks like
see.
somebody.
Lawbreakers is
Why does that look like somebody? Who would be standing up there like that, though?
yeah $29.99. That's what I thought.
No, it's nobody.
The only problem, you know what's funny about Lawbreakers, Obliv?
What's up?
If you buy it now, you'll be in like 3-hour queues. Nobody plays it.
What's up? But
They marketed it all wrong. And the fact that they made it $30 to play it, like, everybody looks at that and they're like, I already bought Overwatch, I don't feel like buying that. Or, I'm gonna play Paladins, it's free. Like, I guarantee that's how people feel. You know, the Gemstone bundle, I had this technically on my console. But I want to get this year 2 pass, so it's gonna be nice. If I can get that, that'd be cool. Icon Charm Pack.
Whoa.
Alien Covenant. Baywatch.
And first time I played this game, when the eye shrunk, like the little circle that you can be in, when it was shrinking, I got caught outside and I didn't know you could actually sprint. And it was just slowly ticking me down. I never got back to the actual circle and I died.
Oh, I'd be so angry.
Just Watch Dogs any good?
Watch Dogs
which one,
2?
number 2?
I heard
It's
Watch
really
Dogs
good,
2
I
is
think.
pretty decent.
Yeah, it's really fun. You just gotta like open world games like that. But I like it a lot.
I might just save my money and get Wildlands.
I thought you had that.
No, I'm getting it. Been waiting on somebody to play it with.
Oh yeah, you were playing it on an Xbox, that's right.
And don't you have it?
No, I had it when I was share playing with Zodi.
Oh.
That's why I had to buy Rainbow too, because it was on sale. Because I had the share play with Zodia for that too, but he let somebody else do the share play, and I don't even think that person uses his account anymore for that reason. But I mean, it's all right. I still have his account on my PS4, so I could activate it whenever I want. I just haven't done it because I'm not like that. I'm not that asshole. Wait, what was the update for? I gotta look up what this update was for.
Alright, that's the thing I'm gonna
Update
crash out.
history. Improves
I'll
stability
see
and
you
timing in
fellas
addition
tomorrow.
to the monitor.
Alright, man.
Alright, see ya, bro.
I'll see you guys.
2K beats.
Yeah, I'm about to get off when I die here.
Oh, they haven't added any new shoes yet into 2K. That's probably one of the cooler features of this game is as shoes start to come out throughout the year, they start adding them into the game. It's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
One thing that sucks though is like one of the guys I like to use as a young guy I get for my teams. Like I'll try to trade for him because he's generally not that hard to trade for, really. But his name is Kelly Oubre Jr. He's pretty young and he has like basically he has tattoos all over both of his arms. And he had it in all the previous game he was in too, like 2K17. He had all his tattoos. I go on this game, he only has one tattoo on each arm, on his forearms. Like I'm looking at it, I can't play with him. It looks weird. He doesn't have his tattoos.
This is...
I didn't understand it when I saw it, so it like freaked me out at first.
This is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Just watch this guy build himself. Okay, hold on.
See, now that's another cool thing. I like that over the other game, the pub whatever that game is called. That's something I really like is the fact that you can craft things.
It works pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he just put a bunch of brick walls around himself, but left like one chunk missing so he could kind of see out. And now I'm on the outside of it.
That's innovative.
Oh my god, I have no grenades or anything. I don't know how I'm gonna get in there.
One thing I can't wait for though is for Rainbow is when they add in the predictable recoil patterns. It's gonna be a little while though, I think, until they add that, but can't come soon enough. Because it's really gonna add in a skill gap to the game. Because right
Yeah.
now there really isn't that much of a skill gap. All there is knowing the maps, knowing how to use your operator correctly, and then just knowing when to push somebody or when to like just do most of the basic things in the game. That's the only skill gap there is right now. Other than that, when it comes to shooting, the only thing that's going to be accurate is your first bullet. Everything else after that is completely randomized. I had it earlier today where I was shooting at this dude, I was putting so many bullets towards his way. My first bullet hit him like right on like the chest area, right below his head. I could tell, so I was like, oh shit, it's not going to be a headshot, so I kept shooting. None of my bullets hit his head. He just sprayed across the room once and got a headshot on me. Like, it was the most bullshit thing ever. Like, he just sprayed and got a headshot. It's like the one thing I cannot stand with that game is the randomness and the fact that there takes no skill to kill someone.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like, though, that there's no aim assist. I think that's a good thing. Because it's the first game I've played on console that doesn't have aim assist. Every game I've played otherwise has had aim assist.
You can turn it off though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you don't want to turn it off or you're not going to be able to shoot.
True.
Like I've tried it with like I do it on zombies when when I'm playing zombies on Call of Duty, because you don't want the aim assist when you're trying to shoot at zombies' heads.
Come on, come on. There's
Because
three.
honestly, the aim assist will get you killed in zombies.
Yeah.
That's the only time I turn it off, and God, you can feel it, man. It's difficult to shoot without aim assist on that game.
Mm. There's three other people left right now. Actually, I don't know if that number is three total or three others.
How many people started that one?
It starts out with the you against 99, so 100 total.
What? And you're three. You're.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever made it down to this. I'm watching this guy just build his fort like high and higher up into the sky. Oh, I'm gonna die here.
Another thing I hate. One thing I'll say I don't like about 2K is the fact that they just go based on how people are listed in the NBA for their height and stuff. When a lot of guys lie about their height. The one I'm talking about is if you ever heard of the guy Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
He's listed for his team at 6'9". But people have been making a big deal. Like if you go online and look up Kevin Durant height, and you look at the images, it'll show him standing next to centers who are 7 feet tall and 6'11", and he's taller than them. And he's listed at 6'9". It's the funniest thing ever. And 2K said they will only change it until the NBA changes it, like this team changes it. That's when they'll change it.
Yeah.
So the first thing I do every time I have an NBA game, I go into his editing and I go to his body type and I move him up to 7 feet tall. I don't even use him. I just make sure he's 7 feet tall because that's how he is in real life.
Alright, I went down. So I'm gonna jump off.
What place did you get?
I was third.
Oh, nice, dude.
And the cool thing is, when as soon as you die, it puts you in the perspective of the person who killed you. Like you can't switch to anyone else. You're just watching their perspective, and then once they get killed, it goes to that person. It's kind of cool.
That is cool. I mean, I was watching Nabori play that, and it really made me want to get it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely understand not wanting to pay for it if it's not out. But I bit the bullet. I'm not
Oh,
gonna just.
I don't mind paying for it.
I just hate the concept. It's like games never used to do this, you know?
Oh, for what it
Like
offers and what they're asking money for, like
yeah,
honestly, what it's offering isn't worth.
paying for
It's like
betas.
Paragon. Like I can't pay for something like Paragon.
Yeah.